Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day the Other Way, Season 1, Episode A Lot. Okay, let's get it started. We're gonna talk about Corey. Corey's father passed away, okay? And me being the type of person that I am and experiencing a loss, and I was in the United States like what 30 minutes away when my mama passed away, I felt a different type of way. I felt like this relationship gonna go two ways. One, we gonna be real together, real lovey, real happy. You gonna be there for me. You ain't gonna be getting on my nerves no more. You gonna be there. You ain't gonna be talking about these niggas. You ain't gonna be doing all of this. Or our relationship is going to crash and burn, not because of this, but because of this, and then everything else. And then I'm gonna feel so much regret due to the fact that I was here in Ecuador while you were acting like a bitch. And I really I tried, but all my feelings started coming out. And I was like, you know what? I really it's going to be a hard thing for Corey to have to deal with, the fact that he was there and his father was here. And it was a sudden death. It was something that didn't necessarily, like, nobody saw it coming. So, Evelyn says that she going to be there and all of this stuff. But I was just looking at her like, girl, the resentment could start immediately. It could start immediately. He could go to America for the funeral, come back, and immediately be like, you know what? I don't really fuck with you no more. That's all that I could think about, but that's just my experience. Anyway, so he's going to go to the United States. She is not able to go because she doesn't have a visa. And I'm like, girl, I know you ain't got a visa, and I know that's out of your control, but I don't know. I just really don't know. We see Jenny submit her daughter and her daughter-in-law. They are going out for a nice dinner. Her daughter asks, what are the long-term plans with my mother? He says that he wants to spend the rest of his life with her. She says, well, if you want to spend the rest of your life with my mother, then why don't you tell your parents? He says, I want to, but they won't listen. They won't listen. Submit says that they are going to do a ring ceremony. And she's like, oh, okay, that's nice. Will you have any of your family there? He says no. She says, okay. So what if, your parents walk in and see the ring ceremony? What will happen? He says they will be so angry that I'll have to say, Jenny, I'm sorry, I can't be with you. And so when I tell you, Jenny's daughter and Jenny's daughter-in-law was looking at Submit like they was staring at him like, what? Jenny sitting over there being quiet because this is pertinent information you need to hear, okay? So he tried to clean it up, but he can't clean it up because he's like, well, no, I wouldn't say that I couldn't be with her, but what? Because what I heard was you said you choose your family over this woman that you love. And at the end of the day, I thought I was your family. So, her daughter says, you know what? No disrespect, but all the disrespect, you ain't no strong man, okay? She says this is Jenny. This is the daughter, Jenny. She says in her confessional, she understands that the culture is different, but tell your GD parents. She says, I'm a gay ass woman, okay? I'm a gay ass woman. And I had to come out to my mama, and my mama didn't really, accept it at first. But guess what? I wasn't going to stop being gay because of it. So, your parents are going to love you. And if your parents love you enough to put their whatever feelings aside, then they're going to love you regardless. And I think next week, I thought it was this week, but next week, I guess we gonna see him saying that he got a secret, and maybe that's when we will see her crying, because I don't know if y'all saw the previews for this week, last week, when she was like boohoo crying, like I came to India for him, and I'm trying to figure out what they were talking about, but they really didn't extend the trailer or like the scene, so I don't know what they're talking about. But the thing is, if Submit is married, then I think that that would be too easy. I think it would be too easy for Submit to be married. I think I was on Reddit, as I always am, and they said maybe he's getting ready for an arranged marriage. Well, tell a nigga. Because so me, an American, didn't have to. I didn't mean an American. I meant an individual. But shit, an American individual didn't come down here with the hopes of getting married to your ass because you already about to get married to somebody. I just really don't think that he's married. Because if he's married, it's just so cliche. It's just so, like, it's just so cliche. And if he's married, I don't know. I don't know. But one thing I can say is we need to find out immediately, because I really did like Submit, and I still do until I know exactly what the hell he gonna say next week, or if they put it off. If they put it off a week after next, I'm not gonna care anymore. But I need to know exactly what he's going to say so I can make my full judgment. Because I really did think that Submit was being genuine in his feelings for this woman. But now it's like, I would choose my parents over you. So then, why did I come here? Like, it's just really confusing to me. And Jenny's daughter and daughter-in-law ain't for the bullshit. And it looked like her daughter-in-law and her daughter would beat your ass. So really, you need to be correct. You need to be correct because you pissing me off, okay? Anyway, moving on. Ronald needs to go to the store to get a car part for his car, okay? Tiffany still doesn't trust him, because he's a gambler, but she got a whole ass is it me? Am I the only person who understands how deep a baby is? And instead of getting to know the person that you're living with, that you've decided, hey, maybe I want to spend the rest of my life with this motherfucker, now you're bringing a baby into it. And I don't understand how you don't trust this man to go to the store, but you trusted him to impregnate you and to have a baby that's going to be your responsibility until you die. Well, not your responsibility, but literally you're going to be a mother until you die. And even after death, you're still a mother. That's nothing that goes away. That's the one thing that don't go away. Well, stay black and die. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. Your race and your parental status. Okay? That's it. And then you die. That's it. So, like, I just don't understand what she's talking about. But he's getting impatient. She says that she feels like it's her responsibility to keep the cards, his credit cards, so he won't be tempted. Ronald says he feels like he's on a leash, and how can he prove he deserves trust without it? So they're in the car. He's like, "Where's my card?" She like, "Oh, I didn't bring my purse." He gets mad. She do a little chuckle. Now, let me tell you something. I don't have a great grasp of anger. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that right now. I get 0 to 100 very, very quickly. So I could understand where Ronald was coming from. Yeah, okay, the language was a little bit okay. But like, bro, are you stupid? Like that's how I'm feeling. Like, are you dumb? You know that I need my cards to go pick up this item and you don't bring the cards and then you laughing? And she like, don't talk to me like that. I'm your wife. I'm your pregnant wife. And you need to shut up. And then they get back to the house. He apologizes for being an asshole, but she doesn't accept it. She doesn't understand how he can call her all those names and not treat her as a wife. I put as a husband, but that's clearly incorrect. Ronald says it's always the past, and he thought that they were working toward the future. Tiffany says that she's still struggling with the past, and he made her feel like shit for being in a place that he put her in. And this argument makes her want to leave. And if he can't do what he needs to do for her to be okay, then it won't work. Ronald says that he won't hurt her again in this relationship. And she says that being in a relationship is hard and this doesn't make it any easier. He asks for another chance and he says he understands that sometimes he can be cold and close his heart off and he can do it to her. And she forgives him and life is good again. The only thing that I agree what Tiffany said is never underestimate. What did Rihanna say? Never underestimate a man's ability to make his actions feel like your fault. Girl, that's all I gotta say. And I do understand that. But everything else, I was like, I get love and everything, but at the same time, it wasn't like, I don't know. I don't know. But they happy now. So, whatever. Let's talk about Paul and Karini. Paul hasn't seen Karini in a few days. He's nervous that she'll go into labor and he won't be able to see the baby. Well, he must be a psychic because she did go into labor. Anyway, he calls his mother and he says he may just hop on a plane back to America, even though he's been granted his residency and he is now able to find work there. It doesn't feel like he and Karini will even be together, so what's the point? His mother is like, no, get your shit together, step up, be there for your child, and make it the fuck happen, okay? Because if you leave, you're gonna regret it, and don't you want to raise your child? Don't you? Like, come on, stop acting like that. She's like, I even thought about coming out there, but I ain't gonna come out there if y'all sitting up here acting like y'all don't care about one another. Okay, so get it together, do what you need to do, and I'll talk to you later, okay? He says that his mother brought up some good points. Yeah, she did. She did. Anyway, Karini's father has been there for Paul every single time. Because Karini's father is the one who told him that they took their ass back to the mainland. Karini's father is also the one who called and said, hey, Karini in labor, right? So he goes to the laboring, to the L&D. She looked at him and she said, no, Paul, no. So she gave him a list of things to get from the house. He's very distraught. He's very, sad that she wants her mother in the room and doesn't want him in the room. And he feels like he's not going to be able to see the birth of his son. And, he says that he doesn't want to give up and he wants one more chance to smooth things over again. I mean, I guess, Paul. I guess. What I'm trying to figure out is why are y'all in Kentucky? Because you got residency. Oh, but that's the thing though. It's crazy that you get residency and you start to work there and then they start speaking Portuguese to you and you say, no entiendo. Anyway, that's the end of today's story. Moving on. Last but not least, we see Devin and Jihoon. Y'all, when I tell you all that love that Jihoon be getting on Reddit and how they baby is so cute. I'm not a baby lady, but when I say that baby is so freaking cute, I just love that little baby. I just love her. I just love him. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful little baby. But like, bro, when I tell you, only thing Jihoon did from the time they last seen each other in America to the time she came to Korea, South or North? Where do we live? South or North Korea? Who knows? is dyed his hair, cut and dyed his hair. She getting on the plane. She's almost 2 hours away from her destination. She on this nice ass big ass plane. The baby got like a laying down table in front of her. She tired as hell. Ji-hoon is there with his parents. Ji-hoon says that he hasn't prepared anything. And I say anything? No, anything. Nothing. Zip. Nada. Zilch. Oh, Lord. And they'll be living with his parents. He ordered a car seat, but it hadn't come yet. So, he's going to have to go to the store and buy one before he goes to pick up Devin and Taeyoung from the airport. As he's on his way to the baby store, his father calls him. Why does his father know more English than Paul knows Portuguese? Huh? So his father tells him that the car seat has arrived. He turns around, get the car seat. He is 1 hour late to pick her up. He didn't text her or nothing. I mean, her phone may not work over there, but you couldn't text me. You couldn't WhatsApp me. You couldn't Google Voice me. Damn. Anyway, he finally gets there. She sees him before he sees her. She's like, what's up, bro? He like, oh my gosh, hey. So as I'm looking at the stroller, right, I'm like, that top part looks like a car seat. It looks like something that is detachable. She's like, why were you late? He's like, oh, I had to get the car seat. She says, I have a car seat. He says, what? She says, this is a car seat. I told you I had one. He said, dang. Now the best part of this show was that damn dog. That damn dog that hopped in that damn purse. I said, oh my gosh. Him and the dog's hair color is the same. That's the only thing you did. Anyway, so they get in the car. She like, that car seat that you bought is too big. We just gonna use my car seat. We cool. We driving. She's like, ooh, I can't wait to get to where I'm gonna be and lay down. He's like, yeah, okay. So, you know how I told you we were staying at my parents? And she's like, yeah, but it's only for a night, so it's fine. Well, it's only gonna be a few months. She said, I thought you had an apartment. Well, see, I ain't got enough money saved. Ji-hoon, what's your job? I told you. What is it? Delivery. So you ain't got no money saved. So they go to the house. The house is a 1-bedroom house. The parents don't even sleep in the bedroom. They sleep in the living room. So Devin is like, it's unfair to them to bring 2 babies in here. I don't know why he said babies. 2 children in here. 6 people living in a 1-bedroom house. It's not gonna work. Ji-hoon is like to his mother, oh, Devin doesn't want to be here. And I'm like, Devin didn't say she didn't want to be here. Devin said, I don't want to fucking, well, she didn't say that per se, but basically, I just want my own space. Like, what are you talking about? His father is like, yeah, it is uncomfortable living in a 1-bed. It is going to be uncomfortable living in a 1-bedroom house. Then he's like, yeah, we'll just stay here for, a few months and then we're going to leave. And his mama is like, of course you're going to leave. You got your whole ass family. Of course you're going to leave. What the fuck? You 30. They said 30, but then on the thing they said he was 29. So Ji-hoon strikes me as somebody 30 or a little bit older. Ji-hoon, I'm gonna need you to get it together immediately, okay? And then Ji-hoon tells Devin that his mama said fuck off. He's like, no, it's a joke. But you can tell that Ji-hoon is like, he's like, oh, I'm feeling pressure from both sides. It ain't my fucking fault you feeling pressure from both sides. They asked him, he said, I was a childish boy back then. They said, what are you now? He said, still a childish boy. Get it together immediately. Immediately. Ain't nobody raising no niggas. Get it together immediately. Okay? Immediately. Anyway, I'm done. If y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything else you need to know about me will be down below. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.